What is going on, guys? We're back with episode 3 of our Sacramento City Miners, and it is about to be week 1 going up against our division rival, who is not having a great start in preseason in the Miami Dolphins. I have no idea what the rosters are like. I had a couple of suggestions, mainly from Andrew, talking about maybe I should do a full episode showing all the teams. That's a decent idea, but maybe that's just something I do when we're actually doing like stats and awards, because, you know, it kind of like derails the series a little bit early on. Maybe I should have done that in episode 1, but I was too stupid. So I appreciate the suggestion, but I'm too slow and it took me too long to do something like that. But let's head on to week 1. It didn't seem like we had any like camp standouts or anything like that. I said the right thing this time. Normally I say breakout when it's standout. And I'll show you guys the sliders, show you guys the difficulty. There was some like person that just absolutely hates their life, hating so hard. I don't know why. They were like projecting or something, and they were just hating, so they're like, this looks like it's on all pro, blah blah blah, and they're talking about, of course you have to develop a quarterback at the start of the franchise. I don't know what that means, considering all 3 quarterbacks are developable players. I don't know if he just meant like because I was talking about missed throws. I don't think any of the throws I was like legitimately thinking, oh, he should have hit that. Like, these guys are pretty bad, so I know they're going to miss their throws here and there. But right now we're on all Madden simulation. Maybe there's some sliders in here that I want to change. Coach firing. I mean, I obviously don't want to get fired. Anyone can relocate. Injuries are on. Normally I have these off just because it kind of breaks the game. For some reason, if you have practice injury on, 95% of the time there will be an injury on. I don't know why. It's just 95% of the time. And I wouldn't mind that. The problem is when an injury happens, the whole depth chart changes. It's so annoying. I just don't want the depth chart to change. That is literally, it's just the worst thing in the world. The scenario stuff didn't change any of that. But here are the sliders. I'll show you XP as well, which are pretty low for the most part. I don't want the guys just to be like gods out of, nowhere, but right now, these are what the sliders look like, kind of everything in favor of the AI. And as far as like fumbles and all that go, I know for a fact there's certain sliders I'm not 100% sure. Like this slider is still confusing to me. Is like the higher, is that more reaction time or do they react quicker? But fumbles 100%, even though it's kind of backwards, the higher it is, the less fumbles there will be. We almost never fumble, so that's why I have us at 45, whereas the AI is on 72. And then same with injuries. The higher the injury slider, the more injuries you have, which makes a little more sense this way, but it's like completely reverse. But as far as these sliders go, tackling at 48, coverage and all that, I still feel like the coverage sliders do absolutely nothing in the game. If you guys watch our Seattle Seahawks franchise, which most of you probably did, we had those sliders, 0 pass coverage, 0 reaction time. We've tried 100 reaction time, 0 coverage, 100 coverage, 50 we tried literally everything, and the AI still was nowhere near as good as they should have been. We put ourselves on 0. We would put the pass block and run block sliders on 0. It just didn't seem like a lot of the sliders worked, which it wouldn't surprise me if EA just has these sliders here just to pretend, and only a few of them work, like fumbles and whatnot. Interceptions, I probably should lower us and them slightly, because otherwise interceptions are going to happen every single time, which shouldn't happen, because we see the most boneheaded dropped picks in real life so many times, and they're just wide open. It's crazy. Have the punt accuracy on 100 because it's really easy to punt as a user, but for some reason the AI just sucks at it. I'm probably just going to make it where I sim the punts, because the AI, for some reason, if they're not at their own like 30, the ball will go like way out of bounds early at like the 27 or the 28. It's like you might as well just kick it in for a touchback. But these are the sliders. We change a little bit of the penalties, nothing crazy. I was debating on turning off intentional grounding because I think this helps the AI throw the ball away more rather than taking sacks. So if we see the AI not throwing the ball away often, I'm going to turn this off and try it. Have running the kicker and roughing the kicker off, because the only times those actually happen is when it's glitched. The AI barely touches the kicker and then it's a penalty. There's no point to have those on, because you just never actually run into the kicker or rough the kicker legitimately. It's just going to make it look dumb. And then, things like pass interference and whatnot, may turn those off just to see the AI like actually attempt coverage, because a lot of times I think with that on, the AI will be a little bit more calm so they don't trigger a flag. But that's pretty much that. let's go into this game. Week 1, we're obviously going to take a look at this roster for Miami, but first things first, we're going to take a look at our roster. We obviously had most of the players set, but with a 50-50 question at quarterback, fan pressure has made Max Duggan the starting quarterback as of now. Obviously, things can change. They could change even this game if he has the worst game of all time. But as long as he doesn't throw like 5 interceptions, I mean, that's basically what we're expecting from these quarterbacks, right? So you're not really expecting much. Wide receiver, they're expected to be where they are, and here they are. Running back, Scarborough's a little bit on the older side, but 26 you can work with. You can work with it. Really need a breakout, though. I know Evans is younger and he has more potential, but Scarborough won the job. It's just simply put. Quarterback, that was questionable. Duggan was pretty good. Corral was pretty good. Another idea that went into it is that Corral, even though it's not really his fault, led this team to the worst record in the league. So maybe try the younger, faster hand, if you will. O-line, everyone pretty much stays the same. Not that we have many options, except for Walker, who starts at right tackle, whereas Caleb Jones is the starter for the majority of preseason. Tight ends, as expected, even though Cole Turner did well, Cody was just better, especially after the catch, which we're going to need a lot because you expect this team to be forced to go short more often than not. And then the defense, as expected, nothing really changed. Don't really have that many, playmakers, so it's pretty expected and obvious for the players to line up the way they did. And I did remember to turn the injury slider on just now. I think it doesn't really matter for preseason. It seems like in real life, preseason injuries they're not that common. It's usually in the training aspect or the regular season that the injuries happen, unless I'm just completely forgetting some big names. But Kenny Pickett, speaking of big names, a little on the older side, not the greatest of overall, but very accurate, right? Like, very accurate. 88 throw power is just good enough. I mean, those are kind of, the throw powers we have for our quarterbacks across the board. Throw under pressure is amazing. So Kenny Pickett, very super sleeper mode. You got to like that. Cam Akers, solid. A-Chain, super speedy. Kind of wonder if maybe start him, but obviously you're getting a little more duality from Cam Akers. He's also been around the block. As far as the wide receivers go, you have great A.J. Brown. I thought that was Jarvis Landry. I was like, 96 feet for Jarvis? A lot of shortness there. Even A.J. Brown at 6 foot tall. This is one of the short... Okay, and then their backups, their rookies are huge. But the starting 3, probably the shortest starting 3 in the league. Zach Ertz at tight end 1, good at catching, but not really going to be able to separate. I mean, really none of these guys are. Dolchich, a little bit faster than I would have expected. Left tackle's amazing. Left guard, Mauk is pretty decent. Center's decent. They went with all the freaking rookies. Nate Davis is decent. Mekhi Becton's great. So these tackles are going to give us some troubles. We're going to need the interior to do its thing. Otherwise, this could be a long day. I mean, let's be honest, it's going to be a long day anyways, but maybe to be a little bit less of a long day, maybe a little half day. But Emmanuel Ogba is solid. Why the hell is this the way it is? Why isn't Floyd Mays, especially with the day 1 starter tag, not starting over Hicks? And then Oliver should be starting, or Hicks should be starting over Patton, even though Patton probably has more potential. I don't know. Burns, it's a 3-4, so I guess it really doesn't matter. Devondre Campbell and Perriman, right outside linebacker Joke. So they got some pretty good linebackers. This definitely, Wolin. Oh, no. As you would have expected with the kind of performance they put on in preseason, is probably the weakest team besides us in the division. They don't really look that good. Like, where are their playmakers? But obviously going against a guy like Kenny Pickett, short pass is the recommendation, and that's what I would do. And honestly, even though I want to throw the ball, I think running the ball is going to be our only chance if we want to win. Now, don't get me wrong, this team is bad, but there is a user element to it, right? So I'm not expecting to lose every single game. Very well could happen, but I do expect to win a couple, and this Dolphins team is one of those teams on paper that I'd be like, you know what? There is a possibility. So we could start out 1-0 and then lose every game until we play them again, for all we know. Also, look at this Patriots lineup. Week 2 and 4. We play half of our divisional games, I think, right? 60, yeah. In the first 4 weeks. Math. Oh, Jesus. And now this is going to be another problem with the series where I might have to just kind of do it in the background and then... if we get something crazy, I show you guys the upgrades, because there's going to be a lot of upgrades because of how low these overalls are. I also may have forgotten to show the XP sliders. Once again, they're very tame, so you're not going to expect anything crazy. That's interesting. I'm not sure how much strength matters for a running back, but he gets to 80+, which is, they still do thresholds, which I'm not sure they do anymore. that is a threshold, right? 80? I mean, I don't know if that's actually like a threshold, but here are the XP sliders. We'll kind of adjust them as we go, but this is what we're looking at. Tight end and wide receiver. Tight end kind of, as the Madden season has gone on, has been a little bit easier to upgrade. O-line is obviously, the upgrades suck, so that's why you need to put them way higher than the rest. And then, there's the defense. So nothing crazy just yet, but we'll see, depending on, if we have some really good games and we're still not seeing upgrades, maybe we do have to upgrade them, but that's for a later time. But yeah, you guys have been killing it. Appreciate the support on this series, and I guess until, it's not going to happen, 500 likes for the next episode tomorrow. And this isn't just me like, he's just getting free likes, he was going to upload them anyways. I would have absolutely, uploaded some sort of rebuild by now if we weren't hitting those thresholds. So, I mean, hey, if you guys want to keep seeing them, they'll keep being posted. Bad block shot, but at least he's in 70-plus finesse territory, 71 finesse, 24 years old, which, I mean, for someone that low of an overall on normal dev is not preferable, but it is what it is. Initial routine's actually a backup at this point, so, he did have that nice pick, but I think the other guys are just a little bit more developable, even though he is better at change of direction. Like, Chance Campbell is star dev, but of all the linebackers we could start, he's basically the worst when you consider his change of direction. And I may have called it change of dev, which, I don't know. I don't know what that means. I guess that's just what we call it when we deal with Jalen Naylor, who some people were saying superstar, which I understand, I kind of agree, but that's a little bit of a push. And this is why those sliders are higher than the rest. That's one of the better upgrades you can get too, which is crazy. First game of the season, of course, in Miami. The weather's fine though, which is, if you're going to go somewhere that's not here, Miami's not the worst place to be. Definitely not the worst place to be. Duggan, the world is his oyster, as they say, very commonly, of course. If he plays well, he holds the job. Obviously, there's some hungry guys behind him. Matt Corral put over 5,000 yards up. Touchdowns were really low, and the interceptions were high, but that's a pretty safe season for a team that just doesn't have a lot of talent. So it's not easy to beat that number, but the win total, that's the number that seems a lot more capable. This is a young squad, but very, once again, hungry squad. Whether they're actually playing to be good minors, which, once again, is weird to say, that doesn't matter, because obviously this could be a stepping stone team for some of these guys. So you could see some great performances from some bad players just trying to make it in the league, whether they're doing it because they believe we can go all the way or not. That's not really us, our job to decide. And there's that man, number 87. That is the guy I'm expecting to have a season. Also, looking at the numbers from last season, that completion percentage was also really bad for Matt Corral. Kind of expected, but still, there's a lot to improve on, but also a few expectations. I mean, 5,000 yards is no joke. And 26 touchdowns with this team, you never know. But, of course, it looks like we're going to be kicking the ball off first, see what the Miami Dolphins have in store for us, and see potentially how long of a season this is going to feel like. Don't mind the insane cloud coverage that just happened. Wow, he's fast. Okay. I was going to say the insane clown coverage that just, oh, wow, he stunted on us too. That just came up out of nowhere on us. A-Chain with the speed. I mean, that, don't get me wrong, he's fast as hell, but that seal-off was insane. I kind of went for the huge hit. Where am I? You can see me because I'm kind of like stupid. I mean, did what I could there. It was the first player to the punch, and then just, I mean, look at the blocks, man. I mean, clearly, if they can do it. Come on, Gafford. I don't care if it's deep. We need every bit of help we can get. Guys? All right. That's not a great effort, but we got to the 18-yard line. We didn't fumble. That's something. That's obviously something to be noted. Let's not. No. There's not going to be a lot to see there. Of course, we do have these running backs, not rotating, but we have Zach Evans as the quote-unquote third down running back. I'm not even sure what that does. Oh, no. Loss of 5. Our second, I thought he was going to overrun, and we would have been gone. Instead, it is a momentum-filled Miami Dolphins forcing us to a 2nd and 15. Who's the cornerback? Number 2. Oh, yeah, Darius Slay. Oh, Lord. The tight end. That's a pretty good throw. Will catch it. Gets the first down. Huge play for 16 yards. Just enough time to throw and just enough of a good throw. Now it's time for Bo. Look at the rhymes. All right. Nice forward fight for a gain of 1, but really not getting a lot of blocks here. Who would have thought? Burks going to get I mean, the Burks may have 0 catches this game, which doesn't really surprise. Oh, wow. That was a really good pin. Dropped. Almost caught by Scarborough. Everyone's getting popped. I don't know who that was, but the guy jumped on the route and absolutely almost picked that ball off. That was not anyone's fault. Just a good play by the player there. And there's another wide open Cody. You know, he's obviously a guy that I have high hopes for, but I'm not forcing the ball to him. It's just he's the first person open for first down yardage every time. Scarborough getting his second chance, maybe telepathing our offense a little bit here by running on obvious downs, but we actually get some blocks, and Scarborough kind of burying a guy forward for a gain of 9. And we kind of have him on the ropes slightly here, so why not hurry up? And in behind, that's a nice throw to Burks, who actually gets open, obviously sliding early. Not going against Slay on that one, but still, I think it's Tariq Woolen. Was also zone coverage, so maybe a little bit easier that way. Double move inside. This is a run every day of the week. If you see this lineup against us, it's a run every time. Nice fight, and Bo, once again, falling forward, gains 5. We like that. Trying to get tricky with it. Done. That's a tough block, but we're going to try it anyways. And we got some room, some decent blocks. Evans trying to cut it back. Maybe should have just ran all the way, but I thought we could break it inside and gain more. Once again, they're kind of giving the inside. They do have a lot of linebackers up, so they might be able to find their way in here, and they don't. Bo Bearing touchdown. Not a bad little drive. I mean, it looked worrisome early on, and Bo just cracks him. I am genuinely shocked that we scored on the first drive. Obviously, their front isn't the best for stopping the run. I know they have a big dude in Akeem Hicks, but he's kind of... Not again. There we go. A lot less yards this time. You know, he's kind of, aged at this point. They really don't have the best front for stopping the run. If it's not Devondre, it's just not going to happen. And that's really what got us that drive is the run game. Going to be blitzing. Probably going to be a lot of blitzes this season, to be honest. That was a late blitz by me. That's my fault. And he's got some openings there, and he just misses the throw. All right, Perk. Oh, I forgot about this damn line. Yeah, I don't know if we're ever going to get inside there. Barno gets some! Working against Rashawn Slater. The speed on the inside, he couldn't keep up. Pickett's got to get out of there, but he just doesn't. And that's going to be a sack. Defense cooking up. Oh, Lord. I don't know if the defense is going to be cooking up here. Got a lot of players out here. They're doubling on Barno. Obviously, there's only a 3-man rush. He's got to just take a shot. Oh, no. Nice D, Bolden. Covering 2 players there. Try to get the flag. I don't know what the hell kind of flag. You get hit in the head? I don't know if he knows where he's at this point, but that's clearly not a flag. That's perfect D. And Marcus Jones, the cornerback, will get a chance here on the return. Oh, that was stupid. Just doing a little too much. Those are the types of plays that usually result in a fumble, but thankfully it didn't happen. If I didn't do the juke move, we actually might have been gone, man. Running the ball against this stack here. They do have Burns, actually. I forgot about him. And there goes Bo. And there goes Bo. Cut him back. Truck move. Bo. Bo Scarborough looks great. I don't know how I feel about this, but play action after the run game is working so well. And in behind, it looked like it was going to be intercepted. Treylon Burks. Man, this team is not good in zone. Let's hand this off to Evans. Oh, they pulled everyone up. And there goes the D-line. That's more expected results here. I don't know, dude. Like, Evans might just be getting unlucky as well, but there's just something about Bo, man. He's open in the back of the end zone. Can he continue the route? He can. It's a pretty good throw. Never went out of bounds. Touchdown. Done. What a throw. What a catch. We have a lead. And double team. Nice stiff arm. And there goes a gain of about 4. All right, bringing the blitz off that side. We've got athleticism, and Montgomery's just too good. He is by far our best pass rusher. It's not even close. Barno did pretty good, too, though. He had a nice play, but I imagine that's a bit fluky. Campbell in coverage. Oh, I got to drop back. We're in pretty good coverage here. He's just going to force this one. Oh, I switched the wrong guy. Number 21's got to do better there. It switched me to the wrong guy, but 21 is there, and he just misses it. Really? All right. Oh, Bishop and the blitz. Oh, that's a nice find. And Ertz, the big man, slipping. That was game-changing level mistake by our defense. Obviously, that's going to happen with the awareness and play rec of these guys, but that is game-changing. I mean, they're off the field. We're off the field anyways. And instead, here they are at the 6. We're not going to get in there. Akers, not done yet. Gets speared into the back. Gains 3. Almost scored, though, so 3 yards we can live with. I think here you run commit. And they're making it pretty obvious. Oh, it's a pitch play, though. Oh, that's a good cutback by Akers, who's not done yet, but Nisraldine holding up well there from the 5. Are they going to go back to it? They will not. All right, move him over, dude. Grown. I think we hit the blitz. Oh, okay. It doesn't even matter anyways. They go on the inside. Touchdown, Miami. They made that easy. They adjusted hard. I mean, we had nobody on the running back. Now, you expected us to get scored on a lot, right? But I don't know if we expected us to put up 14 points. Oh, there's... Okay, so Bo actually can lose yards, apparently. Didn't know that was a possibility. A hell of a first quarter there. Definitely exceeding expectations. Obviously now on 2nd down and longer than 10. Kind of need to throw this ball in some trouble, and that's going to be a throw out of sack. Uh-oh. Team's starting to play how we sadly expected them to play. Good look for Cody. You're done here. And is about to throw it inside. Dunn just didn't have enough separation on that linebacker, and I was just about to throw to either of them. They were just open, but the pass rush got there, and that will be a punt. Playing defense short on this play, which could be a run anyways. And it's pretty good defense. Pretty good. The good thing is we're not getting put on our backs, which we really should be, but we're not. Actually, not even sure if the game's coded. Oh, Lord have mercy. This is not a play we're ready for, but bringing the blitz. And inside, kind of had to cover that running back. Don't really know if this quarterback sees the running back, though. Pickett kind of like doesn't see him ever. All right, Campbell. Let's pinch the line because they like to run right up the middle. And I just gave up the lane. Jeez, Akers just takes on the whole team, gains 9. Finally, a little bit of a decent positive gain for him. I still think like bringing mismatch, like weirdly aligned blitzes is the best way to win this game. Because the base 4, like for one play, did well, but there you go. Oh, Lord. Nice shot to the knees. Doesn't take that shot to the knees. He probably breaks his Oh, my God. That is actual pain. Mekhi Becton just landed on one of our guys. McGrone couldn't switch off in time, and Akers going to be short again. 4th and 2. They cannot run the ball. They, of course, will hit the field goal, putting them up by 7. 3. Math. Hard. That's weird to say it like that. We did actually return left, so this should be a decent set of blocks. Who is he? 57's insane. What did that say? I didn't even see it. Bo Scarborough, no, dude. No, the last carry he had just went for like nothing, and now you're going to hype him up? It's the worst time to hype him up. This is when the turnaround happens for them. Oh, my. The outside the fullback is in. Great. Look at the blocks. Bo. Look at Bo fighting the whole team. 81 yards on the ground in the first half. The play action sucks, though. Like, the play, I mean, it worked last time, but, like, look at this play action. Oh, there's that. Bo fights, gains nothing. And no! Our Gronk is Gronk. Injured on a block. Bro, no shot. We're about to lose maybe our biggest mismatch on offense, besides Bo somehow. Oh, he burns him. Really, Duggan? Really, dude? That blows. So open. First down and then some. And not even just that, but getting Dunn involved. Oh, there's nobody on him, and I hesitated. What's the injury? Oh, thank God. 64 yards. Are you crazy? He might be able to hit that, but with wind and what? I'm not doing that, dude. No way. No team in their right mind takes that risk, especially here before half. Especially when you can hit this punt to the 20. What a punt. 64 on all Madden. You're actually crazy. And I know he's got good kick power, but it's not even 99. It's 97. In behind. Nope. He's going to go right to the tight end. Tremble. Really good drive. Just didn't finish it. Quarterback situation there. Not looking great. Oh. And somehow it works. Wow. Gains a few. All right, 3rd and 4. A.J. Brown really not getting involved in this one. Let's go Antwine. We got the double. And, of course, I just had to say something. A.J. Brown made that look so easy. First down. We haven't really run a whole lot of man coverage. I just think man coverage for a team that's inexperienced, not the best decision. We got a blitz coming. Bishop fighting hard, but gets stiff arm. Akers had enough time to recover and gain 7. How is it on the plays that we should be stopping the run, we don't, and on the plays that we aren't supposed to stop the run, we do? Bringing more blitzes again. Read option, and there goes Akers. Oh, my. And thankfully, McKenzie gets him down because he was 1 away. Akers is blowing through our defense. I mean, obviously, these guys are very bad across the board at pretty much everything you could possibly ask someone to do. Let's go with Tyndall. And there you go. There you go. We like that. Antwine getting in there. All right, let's try some man coverage. Let's try some man coverage. Screen pass can't get over there. Oh, my God. Great play on the screen, but did you see us die there? Take a look at Cameron McGrone. It might have been Becton. It was not Becton. Look at this block. Boom. But you know what? It's 3rd and 14. Actually can get off the field here. Back it up. Back it up, Terry. Drop it in, Terry. Oh, what a block. Oh, he breaks the ankles. A.J. Brown's him. I could have sworn A.J. Brown was bigger than that, though. Maybe not, like, hugely tall. This is not the same A.J. Brown I'm thinking of. Could have sworn A.J. Brown was, like, 6'1 plus. No? And he looks tiny and super elusive. He looks like Greg Jennings, to be honest. Although they do have really small receivers, so it might just be the fact that, like... Nah... Yeah, I guess that would make sense. No? I don't know, dude. I don't know what I'm saying at this rate. Great throw, great catch. I believe that is the rookie Landry catching that one, and there's a lot of... I mean, everyone was open there. You could have threw to anyone, and they would have gained a first down. Which is a little surprising because, obviously, we've done pretty good here in zone coverage. Campbell going against the running back. Inside, there's nobody on him. That could be a score. Ertz gets taken out of the knees. I think you let the clock go one more time before trying anything. We stopped him here before. Not going to go with the blitz this time. I mean, we got, like, the players, but you know what I mean. The run commit, and there goes Akers. He's not in. Run commit. They have no receivers out there, so, I mean. Oh, the fullback. Damn, that's a good play. Also, completely forgot about the clock, so thankfully they didn't drain us there. So they will put up a 10-point lead, but they did give us time, and we get ball at half. Can we get the block? Taylor? It's an okay attempt, but yeah, he's never going to get that. 105 in the second. Don't want to get too aggressive because 10 points sucks. The pick six makes it a lot worse, and we're definitely capable of that this season. Gafford with a nice return chance. This ball is short. And, okay, I can't believe the blockers. I think, honestly, with our blockers, we're probably just going to have to run straight up as fast as we can and call it. Just the best thing we could do. Of course, here, I don't know. Burns is on this. He doesn't see it, but is that Ed Oliver? See, it's like we actually move the ball and we actually play some defense. You're like, is this all Madden? Are these hard sliders? And then this happens. And then this happens. Don't get me wrong. I seen him obviously there. I mean, I literally called it out. But I just figure, like, the DT's never going to make a play on the actual ball. Maybe knocks it out. And Bishop gets beat. We talked about 17-point deficit is a bit worse than a 10-point deficit. We're about to find out how truthful that statement really was. Later at 6. Kind of. Depends on when you're watching this. Maybe actually it would be 6. Depends on your time zone as well. And should just went for a regular tackle. Down to the 1. They're calling timeouts, which I don't know. I really don't know if I would have called a timeout no matter what. So it is what it is. And Nisruddin, there's perfect blocking. And Miami is now up basically 31-14. I mean, there was really nothing wrong with the throw from Duggan. It's just you have to aggressively catch everything, which obviously an aggressive catch there basically makes the play useless. Gafford found some room. 39 seconds left. Do you not just let Scarborough, who's actually put up some... we'll go for it. Why not? Can't really get too much worse, can it? Can it? Cody's back at least. And that's a good throw. Really good catch by Evans. 9 yards is not the best, but it's enough for me to try, I suppose. I guess. Why not? Take the tight end. Really good throw considering, and I really needed to break that tackle. I mean, we got the first down, so the timeout's worthy, but I'll be honest with you, I don't know. Don't know if it's going to lead to anything. Cody over the middle. Ooh, Dunn's kind of... Ugh, the pressure. Dunn was open, overthrown. That would have been a huge gainer, too. That would have given us some validity to this drive. Lead to the outside. Oh, my Lord. I also have screen pass PTSD now, so I'm just not going to throw a screen pass. See if Dunn can get open on that wheel. Cody. And pressure again. I mean, that time I maybe dropped back a little bit far, but I don't trust the line, and for good reason. It'll be a punt. Wow. I don't know what happened in that first quarter. I really don't. It's like the first quarter was on, like, pro or all pro, and then it just went to like super all legendary Madden edition. That interception pisses me off though, because it's just so unfair. But the way Duggan's throwing right now, it seems like he's going to have some interceptions that are his fault in no time. Running the ball better than them, but they have definitely passed. We gained like 6 yards since the first quarter, I think. Passing. That's ridiculous. Of course, I think it does add sack yardage in, which... You know, we've been getting sacked, but man, down by this much, our focus needs to shift. We were focusing on the run of the ball, and it actually kind of worked. Still think you focus on short pass defense, as that's really been, you know, you come up to stop the short pass. You can also come up to stop the run. It's a double-edged sword, and obviously Pickett's really struggling from anything past like 10 to 15 right now. All right, Zach Evans, let's see if we can get you a positive gainer. We'll say I don't really like the line up here, but it is what it is. There we go. There we go. Nice, don't fumble, gains 13, puts him positive 8. That's just the type of game it's been for him. Another tough run situation, but let's do it again. Nice block, Scarborough finding some room, fighting hard, gains 7. If he could get a breakout scenario from this game, whether we win or lose, and he gets it next week, that would be massive. And there goes Cody. I don't know why they left it. Stiff arm, not going to really work too well, but gets an extra yard or two because of it. Came with the mad blitz, which was never going to get there. Starting the second half off right. If we can get Burks to get over to that receiver, we should be able to gain some yards here. Nice job. Burks does it as well. Scarborough gets the corner, falling forward. I wish he would tighten up the hole on that ball a little bit, but almost up to 100. I'm not saying we will win this game or we can win this game, but if we were going to do that, this would be how. That run game is looking okay. Treylon Burks. This play has worked. Can't really do anything with Treylon there. It gets to the 9. The play has worked, man. I got to say, switch the side because we had more room to throw that side, but to the 9 now, moving all right. Dunn, I think they're playing that outside pretty well here. Evans could score. It's a decent throw, and Evans will score. Touchdown. Miners, huge drive in the second half. We start off strong each half. Do also have to remember, even though this has definitely shifted, their first touchdown came from a kick return. So who knows if they would have scored on that drive. They weren't that great in the first quarter. And A-Chain will not even get to the 20. So other than that one return, we've actually done okay there. Man coverage against A.J. Brown. And literally, like I said, we're not there. We got there. No way. Almost picked. Good freaking effort. Short on that one. We actually got over there with McGrone like last second. Kind of impressive. Let's get a press. Kind of. Got to cover this guy now. And one-on-one. Picked! He took the shot with AJ, and McCollum, using the size, intercepts it. Wow. Scarborough, I don't know if he got to 100 now. We're not really pressed to get it, though, because he'll get it. Don't worry. Oh. Couldn't set the feet. Try to get it done. Almost juiced my knob. I was Sure sounded like it. Let's run the ball with Evans on 2nd and 10. And utilizing that speed, finding some room, trying to find some outside leverage, gets to the 42, starting to cook up a little bit on the ground. Jalen Naylor still can't get open, playing against Slay the majority of this game. The outside, that throw is not great, but it's good enough, and Evans will get another first down. All right, do we trust the blocks? We do. Not bad. I mean, not bad. Gained 5. Over 100. Scarborough's cooking. Cody the end zone. He's got the mismatch. And I was just about to throw it. We fumble. That's game. If he returns this, that's game. Man, oh man, this line. It's jogging in as well. About to take it to Cody. He had the leverage, he had the size, and instead, it is touchdown Miami. They ran the delayed blitz, and it absolutely worked. You got to remember, once again, on paper, this is one of the worst teams we're probably going to face this year. Pretty bad return decision, but I mean, at this point, you kind of need a spark. I don't think Duggan's been great. I don't think he's been bad, but these turnovers are killing us. And good try by Bo. Nice fight to get back to the line. Like, he just has it, dude. I don't know what it is. I wish he was 25 or less. I thought he was, but he isn't. Dunn could come coming out of here. Okay, that's weird to say. In trouble! Jesus! I was about to say, Dunn could come out like a bullet there. Kinda did. Come back around for Naylor going against Slay. In trouble. Going to force that in, and Dunn with a great catch. That was a hell of a delivery under pressure. Duggan delivered that one like a G. Doesn't get that. That could be the game. I mean, do you debatably go for it at that point? Possibly. They're trusting Slay one-on-one with Naylor. And smart to do so. Not a great throw. An amazing catch, though. I don't know what that voice was. Oh, I'm the Muffin Man. The Irish Muffin Man, apparently. 2nd and 2. Bo Scarborough can't get it. Gets about a yard, though. Maybe not even. I also absolutely believed that I had the read option in this playbook, and apparently I don't. Right up the middle, Bo Scarborough. Was going to go with the pitch, and I was like, why get crazy? Just let the power back do his thing. First down. While you do wonder how we're going to win the game running the ball with a little bit of clock left, you do know that it's our best attribute. Oh, what a catch now. Bo has looked pretty athletic so far, but that is the best example so far this game of the speed difference. Bo is obviously not the fastest guy in the world. Oh, come on. Nice change of direction. Kind of hops in for the first. Wide receiver 1 there. X receiver did not do a great job blocking, but it's good enough. Maybe open up Dunn. Last time Dunn got open, it was a missed throw, though. Backed up hard. How does Duggan not get that ball off? Oh, I also maybe, even though the moment you sprint, the guys break off the line, I might need to start running a little bit. Like, I'm not going to blame myself for backing up too far because we just haven't had time. Oh, that's a great play, and it's a missed throw. Naylor burned, too. Oh, man, this is a really good drive, and it's turned to nothing. Maybe Cody can get, like, 10 here if we're lucky, get a field goal. I can't wait any longer. Good fight by Evans. That might be enough for a field goal. Would have had Burks. I just didn't believe. I mean, this mental clock right now, whether I can see it or not, see the pressure or not, it's like 2 seconds. Got to get that ball out in 2 seconds. Otherwise, it's going to be just a straight-up L. Kazu, the rookie, a decent bit riding on this. But also, you look at that scoreboard and you're like, well, even if I make it, are we going to win? I don't know. Either way, though, nails the kick, makes it a 2-possessioner, gives us a glimmer. Is it a glimmer of hope or a shimmer of hope? I think it's glimmer. Glimpse? I don't know. What I do know is down 14, about to enter the 4th. A-Chain will return it. Hasn't been great. Oh, that's a nice little move. Nice hit. It's Marcus Jones, so it looks tougher than it is. All right, McGrone covering inside. Who's supposed to be on him? Oh, it doesn't really matter. A.J. Brown. Okay coverage, especially from McKenzie, who's not really the best in man coverage. It's worked out kind of so far, so why change anything? McGrone, oh my. Well, we're changing the play up before they hike it. The outside looked open. There's really no one open here. He's going to take the shot, and yeah. McCollum's been around the block. McKenzie has not, even though he's taller. Try to line up for the interception, it just didn't happen. That right there, that catch may be the difference. It may be the difference, unfortunately. From the 15-yard line. Tyndall. I don't know why I went that far over. Oh, huge hit by Mao. Holy. We should... I don't know why they're trying to get me to cover so deep, bro. Cover the run. Even if they are at... Oh, my. Tyndall. That is Tyndall. It's not a pass rusher. Oh. Oh, there goes Zach Ertz. That is likely going to be game, unfortunately. For a moment there, hey, maybe this Miners team's going to win some games. Then that went away. Can't barely get... It's the first time we got to 25, I think. And it was a bad kick with a run-in. See if we can get anyone open here. The pressure, man. It's saying inaccurate, but that is just more pressure that's forcing that ball out, I think. I don't know. Duggan's looked okay at times, but this has definitely felt like a tougher stage. It's obviously a tougher stage, but you know what I mean. And there's just more pressure. Going to call PI there. You're going to give us a gimme? NFL has their eye on this one, apparently. They're going to call that pass interference. Bro! What? He's going the wrong way! We just lost 10 yards! Bro, it was a six-man blocking assignment. And we got sacked. Dunn. Why did Dunn not, like, run through that route? He, like, hesitated. He probably would have gotten out in front of him. Like, he did, but you know what I mean? We got away. That's not bad. Get down! Oh, man. Well, 4th and 15. Obviously, we got to go for it. Get Bo blocking, I suppose. I don't know if Cody's going to get there. And we can't even get the block. And he's not even going to pick it up, bro. The offensive lineman could have been a little hero. Jeez, man. Good news, we get to play more offense. Bad news, they've put up 50 in week 1. Gafford, oh my lord, dude. Outside of that first quarter, we just look like children. We just don't look good. Did I basically just call children ugly? I don't know. We're the Miners. Scarborough out there. Why not? Give it to the one guy performing today. Duggan's numbers look okay, but looking at what we've been able to create, it's not been great. And overthrown. Had him. Off the snap, I saw him burn. Knew he was going to be open. Maybe he didn't finish the route properly. I don't know, but there was a potential play there, and he just didn't get it. And that's not his fault. More pressure. Damn, this pressure has been nuts, though. In some trouble. Finally converts. Why aren't we able to progress the ball there? Advance the ball, that's the word. It really doesn't matter. First down, I guess. No one really open. Duggan showing off the legs. No way! How does he catch us? We have more speed. Bro! The reach on that dive. Oh, my. That's harmful. That's harmful to the environment right there. And behind that is a dot. And he still gets a hand on it. Damn. Probably the best throw all game from Duggan, ain't going to lie. Not saying a whole lot, but it's also not been an easy one. Traylon. A little overthrown. We'll get it there, though. Forcing a 4th and 9 for the 34. Still playing this out, trying to just, develop something. Kind of feel like they're blitzing. They are. And that's not bad. And thankfully he swats it. I appreciate it. Press Y. Really, game? Wait. What? Okay. I thought they were trying to tell me how to play the game on offense. That was just the game being dumb. Yeah, they should have went for the interception. But I guess to be fair, if he's not going to return it, this was the smarter option. But I don't think there's an NFL player in the whole world, in the history of the game, would have swatted the ball there. It's a game that's already over. It's a freebie interception. And potentially could have returned it for more yards than they're at right now because our guy was out of position to tackle him. Nice tackle. Yeah, that's pretty much going to be it, though. Even if you flipped our score around, we still wouldn't be winning. So that's kind of how you know things are bad. That's how you know that that's the case. And McGrone can't make a tackle. We're in good position every time, just can't make a tackle. Made the stop, I suppose, but we knew they were running. Well, there you have it, 55-24. we knew what we signed up for. I think all the players knew as well. Bo Scarborough, I don't think he realizes the type of team he's on because he's like, I'm all-pro, baby. Like, he's on par for an all-pro season. He's killed it. Really hope he has a dev up for next week. I mean, if he has a dev up and he struggles early, expect that to be a loss because I am going to do everything I can whenever someone on this team gets a breakout because it is crucial to the development of this team. And this is a team that, I mean, I don't expect to be a playoff team. Let's just be honest, but I suppose there is a potential for it, I guess. Duggan, considering the talent he had around him and how that offensive line was collapsing, not terrible, to be honest. Not terrible. And he was pretty bad on some of those inaccurate throws, but, I mean, there's pressure 24/7. Bo Scarborough was great. Evans picked it up. Receiving, Cody was the best yards guy, I think, on our team. Treylon Burks was, which is actually surprising because he had Slay on him a couple of times. Those two big throws on the play actions, I think, what really led to that. Evans was great in the receiving game. Dunn was okay. Nothing crazy there, but not bad, I guess, for the offense. It wasn't the worst in the world, but that defense, it struggled. It definitely struggled. Ed Oliver, obviously there was some short fields set up by that offense, but Sion McCollum with an interception. Interception for Ed Oliver, of all players. Ugh, what a disaster. And there's the kick return, punt return game. Obviously, they had a kick return touchdown with A-Chain. So we do have a couple of upgrades to make. Zach Evans is a dual-style threat guy, but I think he is a little bit more elusive than he is power back. So I guess we'll go with elusive for a couple of upgrades, see where that takes him, which was not a very good upgrade. Channing Tindall, everyone collectively had a pretty bad game across the board. There was a couple of defenders, that were, especially in coverage, that did all right, but yeah, I mean, outside of that first quarter, which, I mean, we're basically at this point just calling a fluke, it was a pretty bad time to be a defender on this team. But, yeah, I mean, that's pretty much how the first game goes. Obviously, not the worst performance in the world for a team of this low caliber, but also 55 points is a lot of points to allow. We'll say, though, Duggan, okay numbers, and then obviously Bo Scarborough, really good numbers. So we're fine with that, I guess. At least we're having some stats which could lead to some breakouts, which also in turn obviously leads to higher overalls. Obviously, tackle leader was the sack leaders too. I wonder how many sacks we gave up in that game. 14 probably, 10 to 14. But that is going to be it for this episode. I still had a lot of fun. It was a little frustrating. It was challenging, but there was some highs and some lows for sure. Early on, a couple plays even outside of the first quarter, we looked like a very competent team, specifically on offense. Looked like we could go toe-to-toe with anyone. And, we're moving the ball pretty nicely. And then there was just, 90% of the rest of it was, that offensive line sucking, the receivers not getting open, inaccurate throws. I think tackle breaking kind of stuff was all right. I think we did a decent job there, but just couldn't get the ball in our guys' hands enough. So it was just challenging, and obviously the super bright spot of this team in that first game was obviously Bo Scarborough. Some of the run blocks were pretty good too, obviously, but just him falling forward, him taking the proper lanes, and just getting as many yards as possible was great. Evans was pretty decent too. He started picking up, and obviously in the receiving game he was amazing. But yeah, a lot to be worked on going up against the Patriots. Next week we'll get a good idea of what our first 4 games are going to look like record-wise. If we suck against the Patriots at week 2, especially at home, probably going to suck in week 4. And the crazy part is, I don't know, maybe I'm just wrong, but it felt like Miami's stadium abilities weren't even that crazy, right? Like, they were in the zone for most of the game, and it really didn't feel like it was affecting us. So unless it was something actually like behind the scenes that I just didn't notice, it's like more inaccurate throws or something with pressure, I don't even feel like they had that great a stadium ability. So wait until we play a team like Seattle or something where the routes get all squiggly. GG, at that point. But that is going to be it. Once again, if you guys want to see another episode tomorrow, which you guys have been killing so far, really appreciate it a ton. 500 likes, that's going to be the benchmark. Obviously, at some point, I imagine we won't be able to hit it, especially knowing me with my late uploads. I think I'm trying to aim for 4 p.m. Central Standard Time each day. It seems like a decent time. I don't know. Normally, I upload at 2, 2:30, or 3, but 4 seems to be a decent little sweet spot lately. So maybe that's the time going forward. I don't know. But yeah, like I said, 500 likes. If you guys did enjoy in general, leave a like. Whether you're like, I don't even care if you upload this tomorrow. I just want to leave a like because I thought it was all right. Maybe do that. Maybe subscribe if you're new. If you're not new, really appreciate continued support on the channel, especially in this series. Once again, it's a brand new series, and It is kind of late in the Madden cycle. It helps the channel a ton. Seeing people enjoy the series so far, and it being so brand new. But that's about it. Maybe follow me on Twitter, Jeromepkr, second channel PKR Plays. Don't know if I'll upload Star Wars Jedi Survivor today or tomorrow, but one of the days it'll be definitely up. Maybe I'll probably upload it tonight at 10 p.m. Central Standard Time as well. But that's it. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys come back for next video. But until next video, where we hopefully see a Bo Scarborough breakout scenario, see ya!